If you've ever overseen a commercial audio install, you probably know the drill. It's miles of heavy-gauge copper wire.
Oh, yeah, and the conduit layouts that look like a subway map.
Right. And then you have a server room that's just baking hot from racks of heavy amplifiers.
It's effective, but I mean, it definitely feels like technology from a completely different era.
Exactly. So that is the friction point we're looking at today. Welcome to this deep dive. Today we are looking at the Kramer CL-8D.
Which, on paper, is just an 8-inch in-ceiling speaker.
Right. But the source material we have from HDTV Supply paints a picture of something else entirely. It really shows where IT infrastructure finally swallows up the audio chain.
Yeah, it's a convergence device. The mission here isn't just to review a speaker. We want to understand how technologies like PoE and Dante are turning a passive analog cone into a smart managed network node.
So let's start with the physical layer, the one cable solution. Because we aren't running speaker wire back to a central rack anymore.
No, we're running just a standard Ethernet cable straight to the speaker.
Which completely changes the power dynamic literally, since this unit runs on PoE.
Yeah, specifically it supports PoE, PoE+, and PoE++.
And for you listening who manage networks, you know that distinction matters. We aren't just lighting up a basic VoIP phone here.
Right, we're driving a mechanical transducer. With PoE++, you're pushing enough wattage up to 30 watts peak to actually get significant output.
Without needing a local power outlet in the ceiling.
Exactly. You eliminate the electrician and the dedicated amplifier rack all in one go.
Which brings us to Dante. This isn't just basic audio over IP.
No, it's a fully integrated Dante endpoint, and that's the real shift here.
Right, because in a traditional setup, if you want to, say, split a conference hall into two zones, you have to physically rewire the rack.
But with Dante, the audio is just data packets. You can reroute or combine signals purely in software. The speaker only cares where it is logically on the network.
But pushing the amp into the ceiling is one thing. The source material mentions this unit also packs a built-in DSP.
A digital signal processor, yeah.
Do we really need a DSP inside every single speaker? Isn't that overkill?
It sounds like it, but it's actually about granularity. In a centralized system, you usually apply EQ to a whole zone at once.
Oh, I see. But audio creates standing waves, right? A speaker in a corner sounds way boomier than one in the center.
Exactly. Because the CL-8D has its own DSP, mixer, and amplification, you can tune out that corner boominess on just that one specific unit.
So you get individual control over parametric EQ, high-pass and low-pass filters, input compression, all for every single point in the room.
It completely decentralizes the processing. If the brain in the server room goes down, you still have local processing.
And you reduce the latency load on the network. But let's talk about the hardware itself. All that processing doesn't matter if the driver sounds bad.
True. But it's a solid, commercial, two-way design. You've got a 6.5-inch polypropylene cone for the mids and lows.
1-inch soft dome tweeter for the highs, right?
Yeah, and it's liquid-cooled, which helps a lot with thermal handling during really long operational hours.
It delivers about 10 watts continuous power, too. So it seems tuned specifically for large volumes, like high ceilings or auditoriums.
Places where voice intelligibility is the absolute priority. It's not a studio monitor, it's a public address and presentation tool.
And it's built to commercial code. The specs emphasize it's plenum rated, UL 2043, and uses fire retardant materials.
UL 1480A to be exact.
Right. Which is completely non-negotiable if you're installing an air handling space above a drop ceiling.
Yeah, you can't have devices emitting toxic fumes if they melt. Safety first, audio second in that environment.
And what about managing these things? Say I have 50 of these installed in a massive convention center.
Right.
And I'm looking at a list of 50 IP addresses on my laptop. How do I know which one is the one buzzing in the back left corner?
That is the classic IT headache right there. But the Find Me feature handles that.
Oh, the tone thing.
Yeah, you just click a button in the management software, and that specific speaker emits a loud tone.
It sounds so simple, but it really bridges the gap between the digital dashboard and the physical room.
It's crucial for maintenance. And speaking of maintenance, they designed it with front access wiring.
So you can just pop off those bezel-less magnetic grills, right?
Yeah.
Come in black and white, I think.
Yep. Pop the grill off, and you can service the unit from below without tearing down the actual ceiling tiles.
Okay, so pulling this all together, this really isn't about audio equipment anymore, is it?
Not really, no. AV is becoming IT. The Kramer CL-8D is proof that speakers are now just another peripheral.
Like a Wi-Fi access point or a printer. You manage, patch, and control them on the network.
Exactly. You aren't tweaking physical knobs anymore. You're managing a software ecosystem like Kramer Control.
It simplifies the install, creates redundancy, and gives you infinite flexibility.
It really is the logical conclusion of the smart building.
Which leads me to the thought I want to leave you all with. We've accepted that our lights, thermostats, and now our speakers are fully powered network computers.
With their own processing power, yeah.
So as you stare up at that ceiling tile, what other piece of quote-unquote dumb infrastructure is about to wake up, ask for an IP address, and merge with our network?
Now that is a very expensive question to answer.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you on the next one.